Shoot. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. Okay, Bere said, yes, I can hear you. Jojo said, yes. Yemisi, yes. Temi said, yes. Yes, I can hear you. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Benita said, yes. Perfectly, Coach. Imelda, yes. So today we're just going to be spending some time going over like some portfolios from probably not portfolios for those in cohort 5. Hopefully, once you're done with your training, I just want to like kind of narrow this down to, because most of you are still building your portfolios and all of that. So I don't want to put you on a high jump, right? So I don't want to put you on a high jump. That is why we are leaving this for those in previous cohorts, so that while you're also taking the time to like work on your portfolio, you know that, oh, coach is going to do this when it gets to my own turn. And it's also beautiful that you're here to learn. So if there are other like accountability admins here, you can tell those in your accountability groups to join, to just come and learn. It makes it easier when you're working on your own portfolio. It makes it very, very easy when you're working on your own portfolio. Trust me, it makes it very, very easy. So whatever you're going to be learning today, just put it at the back of your mind and implement what you're learning. Implement what you're learning. So implement what you're going to be learning in this live today. So the goal is to implement what you're going to be learning in this live today. So without wasting much of our time, I think 2 persons have submitted their portfolio already. And I will just start by refreshing and going to the response. And the first person is Alero, and I'm just going to copy her portfolio. I hope these portfolios are editable. If I open your portfolio and it's not editable, I move on to the next person. You've lost that opportunity for it to be reviewed. So I'm going to be reviewing Alero's portfolio, and okay, awesome, is editable. So for those in previous cohorts and all of that, I love that Alero has gone to, I love that she has gone to take a professional picture. Like I saw it on her Instagram. I think not Instagram, on her LinkedIn this morning when I was going through LinkedIn. And just to give us that feel, I'm just going to zoom in this a little, and we can use Aleros. I'm still working on it, Sha, but it looks awesome already. And I think you followed the pattern of like my first previous portfolio and all of that. So we have virtual assistant portfolio, awesome, with a clear picture. I love this particular, but this font, I don't know why you're using this font. This font is hard to read. So I typically, when you're designing your portfolio, I use this Futura. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that is what I typically use, so that it is easy to read and all of that. And I'm just going to just zoom this in a little and drag it out for you a little. But this is Alero Jennifer, a virtual assistant with a bachelor's degree in English and literature, which gives me an excellent communication skill. Beautiful. This is your selling. I help entrepreneurs get more done by handling their daily tasks that keep their business running smoothly, from managing emails and scheduling. Awesome. I write engaging posts and articles, organize email. Awesome. I am organized, reliable, and good at turning chaos into order. Whether you need help with day-to-day tasks or bigger projects, I'm here to make your work life easier. Awesome, awesome. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love how you brought in your education and use that to clearly insist that you have a good communication skill. So services that you offer, awesome. This is white. It doesn't clearly, I rather would make this black. And I'm just going to be doing little edits when I see them. The reason why is white on pink does not, white on pink does not, is not, white on pink is not, white and pink is not a good combination, especially so that it's not blurry to the person that would see it. So this is perfect this way. This white on this brown is awesome, but white on pink is not. Please let those, can I put my link there? I just didn't want to lose this opportunity this time. So, but it's beautiful. I'm happy you're working on it and it's gotten better. It's gotten better like the time I was chasing you back and forth. So under your services, I see you have administrative skill, you have content writing. Tell those, this review is not for those in cohort 5. If you're in cohorts 1 to 4, the link to submit your portfolio is on the alumni group. If you're in cohort 5, just learn. If you're in cohort 5, just learn. Just learn and implement. I don't want us to send in portfolios that I have baked. That is why I did not put it on your group. Just sit, learn, so that you can also implement on your own. So I see that you have administrative skill, content writing and content creation, project management, podcast management, customer relationship management, research, lead generation, basic graphic design, and data entry. Awesome. Now, work experience, again, I do not like this font. It is not readable. So always use Futural when you're writing so that it is very editable. And I love how you put this work experience here. Then work sample, we're going to have to move this a little because, and this is why I said that my previous portfolio, so for this particular one, I would kind of duplicate this and I'm just going to give you a layout. You can continue with that. Under this, I would rather you bolden it out a little. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this. So we can leave this here. I'm just going to play around with this. Again, when I was talking about portfolio, I told you to always use that mark so that it boldens out a little and the person who you're sending it to can see what you have done. Like they can see clearly what you have done. If you need that pink to show, you can drag it out. Or you can use, but this is very clear. This is very clear. The goal is, again, don't use white on pink. Don't use white on pink. So I'm just going to make this edit. I want it to be so bold that, or you want it to be so bold that whoever that is seeing it can clearly see what you said you have skill in. So instead of making it 3, just make it 2. And we have internet research. Same thing, drag this out. If it can be dragged out, then again, put it here. It makes it very clean. It makes it look like you know. The only thing is, what I would suggest in this is, because you want this to take, Alero, when you have the time, retake this picture on a landscape. Retake the picture on a landscape instead of on like, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Retake it with your phone bent. Retake it with your phone bent this way so that you can fully capture what you need and edit out so that the up is showing. But just follow this font so that it's looking readable and it's very clear. These are like some of the changes I need to make on my own previous portfolio. So, and you're still working on, so work on this other work sample. Then include your other work sample. This, I want to learn more about how you can say, maybe you can say, are you interested in learning more? Are you interested in learning more about how I can assist you? That is a question. Don't include your schedule under the same place. So duplicate this. You can put the are you on top. Like you can put the are you interested on top. You can put the are you interested on top just to make it so that you're not jump packing everything together. Then go ahead to now put schedule a call or whatever, schedule a one-on-one today. Let's chat. Then do not forget to put the link to your Calendly. And all. Okay, you kind of already have the link to your Calendly, but call attention to it. You can put an arrow here. You can put an arrow like pointing down there so that you're helping them. Then remember to put your email address. Remember to put your phone number just in case. And but I think this pretty much looks like you know what you're doing. Change this white again to black. Don't and yeah, contracts. Thank you for that. So Alero, that is that on that. So work on it and get it together. So let's see the next person that submitted. We have Ezekiel. Ezekiel, are you here? Because I can see Alero. Let me know in the comment section that you're here. If you're not here, I move and I pass on to the next person. Ezekiel, are you here? Alade Ezekiel, are you here? Drop a comment in the comment section. I want to be sure that you're here. Ezekiel, are you here? Ezekiel, are you here? Alero and crying emoji. Ezekiel, are you here? Is Ezekiel here? I'm just going to try to open this. And while we are trying to know if Ezekiel is here. So, okay. Ezekiel, are you here? Who is the next person on this form? If I call you and you're not here, there is no need. I'm not going to. Kemi, are you here? Are you here? If you're here, you have the comment section to comment. Kemi, are you here? Kemi, can you hear me? Can we hear me? Can we hear me? Okay. Kemi, okay, Annabelle, yeah. All right, so I'm just going to pull up yours next because I want to be sure that Ezekiel doesn't seem to be here. If he's here, he can comment and I would know that he's here. I don't want to spend my energy reviewing somebody that is probably resting. If you're Ezekiel, indicates that you're Ezekiel. And it's also good that you name yourself with something somebody can be able to know. So we have Kemi A, and a quick glance on what is happening here. I would say a lot is happening on this CV. I don't know why you chose black, pink, and all of what is happening here, but during these sections, I try to be as honest as possible when I'm trying to review my student portfolio. Why you made this picture small is what I don't know in the first place. Are you scared of people seeing you? Are you scared of people seeing you? So what I'm going to do to this is I'm going to take out this pink. I'm going to bring this to this end. we're going to drag this to this space, and this will be here. So for this picture, I'm going to go ahead to add, we're going to add some, let's edit this picture. How do I get to editing? Okay, let's put like some animation. Okay. Alero, so let me call them in the group. If the truth with learning is, even if it is not for you, always enjoy learning. It is very, very important. I can't get tired of saying that. So if you're not joining, yeah, simple is the best. If you're not joining, now you know. So I'm trying to look for, let me see, edit. Okay, so I'm trying to look for, I want to add shadow to the picture so that it can pop. So come under shadow, I'm going to add glow. I'm going to add glow. Now the glow is in black. I want to bring out so that it can pop. So that it can pop and show you clearly. So I'm just going to add this, drag this in a little. It's your portfolio, so you need to own it. You need to show that you are an authority in what you're even talking about. So that's that on the picture, and I'm going to ensure that it doesn't pass this line that I told us. And so this. Now, a lot, you can't be using the same size of picture. You can't be using the same size of picture. The pinking on the background is already too much. It is distracting. So for this other picture, if you want another picture to be here, come under elements and look for this picture frame. Put it and move the picture. And move the picture inside of it so that it's inside a frame. And we can drag it out a little at this edge. Now, when I talked about portfolio, this portfolio, what did I talk about? Using line to measure. Also, never align your portfolio in the middle. Don't do that. If you want to do a middle alignment, what I would typically do is you dragged out this portfolio a lot, so it's not looking as organized as it should be looking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it back to, I'm going to highlight, move everything back this way. First of all, drag it out. You know, don't forget that when you're sending your portfolio to people, and you can later come and watch this review that we are doing, when you're sending your portfolio to people, you're giving them food to eat. Don't forget that. You're feeding them however you present your food. They don't know you. Your portfolio is the first judgment they have of you. And that can make them want to hire you or not. I already talked about the basics of writing is applicable in every sphere of life. So she said, I'm a virtual assistant with 2 years of experience. I specialize in helping companies, small business owners, executive and busy CEOs streamline their operation and enhance My mission is to provide a comprehensive range of service that cater to your need. Now, I bring expertise in administrative and executive assistant projects. What education do you have? What certification do you have that you can use to back up what you're writing to show that you are an authority? You might want to include that. But beyond my technical skill, I pride myself in soft skills, including problem solving, effective. Then these skills, again, zoom it in, drag it out a little so that it is looking very clean. Now, I'm not too big on using black. I don't know why. I don't know how I feel about a black portfolio or a black, I don't know how I feel about it, but, and you would already notice the difference from what you gave me and what I am giving you back. You would see, like, just even in the about section, and too much of serere. Avoid too much of serere so that whoever that you're sending your portfolio to doesn't get confused before they even have the opportunity. Some persons, once they just see your portfolio, there's a lot going on. They take it like they move to the next person. So don't make your portfolio too much. Like, don't put too much. You don't need that too much in it. Let what you're writing be clear. Your testimonials is clear. Be straight to the point. So this is okay. We can drag this down here and put it here so that that pink is directly on you. So that that pink is directly on you. Now, under education, Joy International College, high school, I would say delete high school. You don't need it. If you're going to put your education, focus on your education. Now, this Kaduna State University, go and get your school logo. Instead of using book, go and put your school logo here. Use your school logo. If you have worked with a company and you want to reference the company, get the company logo. Get the company logo. If you want to put estate management. However, I would have told you that if your field of virtual assistants, if you must put this education, ensure that the field of virtual assistant you're going into, your education gives you strength. Take, for instance, you're in cybersecurity, for instance, you're in estate management. Estate management doesn't have anything to do with, there is nothing that you talked about here that really tied on education. So if I were you, I would take this part out. But if you want to retain the education part, ensure that you use your school logo. Get the school logo and use the school logo. Now, this about me, I'm just going to bolden it a little. Then bring this down just to ensure that this is okay. Again, I taught you about always use this line. Use this line as a matrix. Whatever you're designing should not pass this line. Whatever you're designing should not pass this line. Then services. Services pretty much looks administrative and executive support, project management, data entry. Yeah, this looks okay. If this is all the services you're offering, this looks okay. I'm just going to bolden this service a little and put this here, just so that you're creative with your design. Now, under project management using Notion, Trello, and ClickUp, you need to counter on this. Put like a short description under it and talk about what you use it to do. If you're listening to me, bolden this out. You can do it in two. Put project management using Trello or Let's see if this can fit here. Let's see if this can fit here. Now, this other one, take it out. Let me duplicate this for you. Now, create time to talk about what you use this. It's not just enough to say project management using Trello. Be creative about it. Like how you use it in project management. What did you use it to do? Be creative. Give like maybe 1 or 2 bullet points under each of them. 1 or 2 bullet points under what you used it to do. Now, this project management using Trello, it is too small. Another thing you can do is you want to start talking about your task or your work sample. You can create a new space. That new space will be what you would have here is work samples. So that they will know that it's your work sample they are proceeding to see next. Work sample, holding it out. Work sample. Again, I'm deleting this. This is work samples, just bolding it out. Now, here you can now start talking about all of this SS line that you see me zooming in on. Always close it up when you're done with your design so that your design is looking clean. Now, drag this down. Drag this down. Ensure that you don't pass this line on top. I already told us about this when we looked at design. This particular one can leave. Write 1 or 2 bullet points of what you did using Trello. Write 1 or 2 bullet points of what you did using Trello. Same thing, get more screenshots. Probably 1 more screenshot. Add it here. 1 more screenshot. Add another one here by the side. Maybe it could be click up, anywhere. Just get 1 more design and put out what you have done. Right? Write what you have done using it. Then again, zoom in this project management tool. Zoom it in. Zoom it in. Then drag this down a little. So right. Now we have appointment and travel itinerary. Again, increase this. I've already set a foundation for you on what to do. I'm just going to reduce this a little so that it is still in between the line. Reduce this a little. Then you can put link. Another thing you can do is for this appointment scheduling, this travel booking, you can look for the link of this in your Google Doc and put it here and make it an accessible link just in case the person needs to go and look at it. So design again, I would say this is too jam-packed. You can do 2 on each slide. You can do bolding out this design. Another thing you can do is check out the number. So what I used to do is I would check this. This is 45. So I will make this 45. Now this has to be 45 too, so that it can correlate. 45. This also have to be 45. Don't put Canva in small letter. Design with Canva. Make these designs, duplicate these things and put it on, like make it 2-2. Like make it 2-2 on each. Make it 2-2 on each. Now we have workspace tools that you know how to use. Unless a job asks you for a workspace tool, don't put workspace tool. Why? You're limiting yourself. If you put workspace tool, there's every tendency that you know more tools. You know more tools. So don't put workspace tools. Rather talk about it if the person asks you a question, but don't put workspace tool. I won't do that. Then these certificates, they are like what you have done. Again, what you have here is not all the assignments I gave. I gave assignments on content writing. I gave assignments on content calendar. So go and keep working on your portfolio. Keep learning, keep doing your assignments and keep updating it on your portfolio. Because the only thing that you have here is just, your only work sample is just project management tools and design using Canva. That is not enough. So where are the other assignments that we're giving to you to build your portfolio? And you have certificates. So you need to like work on this portfolio more. Every of your assignments should count. Let's take your business to the next level. Book a section with me. You might want to put a picture here. I hope this is helpful. So that's that on that. Is Ezekiel here now? Yeah, you can have more than one portfolio, of course. So the next person we have here is Sylvia. Is Ezekiel here? All right. If he's not here, then it's fine. 1, 2. This is Extra, and this should be Sylvia. This is Kemi, and this should be Sylvia. So Kemi, work on everything that I've said and improve your portfolio. Improve your portfolio. All right. So this CV, this portfolio, I can't edit it. And I'm just going to offer like my own 2 cents because it's not editable. And a lot is actually going through this portfolio. A lot is going through this portfolio. You have a lot of experiences, but so we have created by, this is not properly aligned. I wish this was editable, or it's good. If your CV if your portfolio is not editable, good for me. It saves me the stress of editing and we can touch more persons. And it also shows that you did not read the instruction on the form because I said, make it editable, or it's totally fine. So we have portfolio, we have created by, this is not aligned. This is not aligned. I always talk about like position this clearly, position this well. This is not aligned. The spaces in between it is too much. So we have about me, and we have a graduate of economics, trained freelance with a strong background. I have a proven ability to analyze complex data, I have experience in using. This is okay, but does being a trained sonographer, what does it have to do with, what does being a trained sonographer have to do with your virtual assistant journey? I don't know, I'm asking. And is Sylvia here? Sylvia, are you here? Sylvia, are you here? Sylvia, are you here? Can we hear me? Sylvia, are you here? All right. If Sylvia is not here, I'm just gonna... Ezekiel, are you here? Ezekiel, are you here? So under educational background, we have University of Nsukka, we have exploit diagnosis, sonographer. I don't, again, what is this VA portfolio all about? What is this VA portfolio all about? Is it about data analytics? Is it data analytics job you're doing as a sonographer? Is it your sonographer job? Is it data analytics? As a VA, what area are you focused on? Because we have a lot of things. You're putting educational background, sonographer, you're putting work experience, and it looks like you're more focused on data analytics, then take away everything that has to do with sonographer away from here. The way you positioned this, your certificate, align it. Do not pass that line in the middle. Do not pass those lines in the middle. I wish this was editable. Do not pass those lines in the middle. Then we have skills. Drag this. This CV, did you build it with Google or did you build it with Canva? Sylvia, did you build this CV with Canva or did you build it with Google? My project data entry. Okay, this is okay. However, you need to give it space. I don't understand if you even know what to do. You have a lot of work to do on this CV. You need to give it space. You packed a lot of things together. There is no space to clearly see what you are. There's no, you're not leading whoever is going to go through your portfolio through a journey. You're not giving whoever that is going through your portfolio to go through a journey because you packed a lot of things together. Some of the, and again, I would say it, I don't like using black. Like, I don't like using black. Why? It is quick to pronounce colors. So if you can use another more calm color, if you want to still use this, it's awesome, it's okay. But you notice that if there's anything you notice in this, your CV, can you notice that this place, there is space by the side? There is space by the side here, right? Now let's go up. Can you see what you did here? Can you notice what you did here? This place, there is no space. This place, there is no space. Can you see here, there is no space? So let your portfolio follow a pattern. Let it follow a sequence, same thing. So let it follow a pattern. This also, it is too zoom out. It is too zoom out. So some places you're getting what you should be doing. Some places you're not getting what you should be doing. So you need to go and like rework on this, your portfolio. Like try to like rework on it. Some things look okay. But again, I don't know if it's because of these templates. I don't know why you attached your picture so tiny here. Like make out time to like properly work, ensure that the sequence is together. It is following the same pattern. Like it is following the same pattern. It is following the same pattern. Not you're using a full screen here. Next place, like ensure that it is following a pattern. I hope this is helpful. So I can't edit because you didn't give edit right. So Ezekiel, are you here? If you're here, let me know in the comment section that you're here. If you're here, let me know in the comment section that you're here. So we have Ezekiel, are you here? So I'm just going to pull up your file again. And we're going to go over. I hope we are learning. I hope we are learning. The most important is that you learn, you implement it on your own, so that even if I've not had the time to review your own, you know that you are ready to start applying for jobs. You know that you're ready to start applying for jobs. So Ezekiel, I don't know what's up these lines under your CV, and I don't know why there is this massive gap between Ezekiel and Alade, and I don't know why you chose to separate the both of them. I'm just going to go ahead to use spacing to return this back to 1. Always use 1 spacing. I would prefer that this is this way. There's no need separating Ezekiel from Alade. I'm going to bring this down a little. If you want to have this, it's totally fine on your. So you said, welcome to my portfolio. And again, it's on top. Don't make everything bold so that what you need people to focus on, there's no need putting hello, welcome to my portfolio, or it's already okay. You can put your virtual assistants and bring it down a little so that it doesn't outshine your name. And this welcome to my portfolio can be under here. Since this is how you want, so let's call this out a little, and this is fine here. So about me, again, going back to you're a virtual assistant, for goodness sake. Some of you, when you see your portfolio, you can't give yourself job. That's just the truth. You can't give yourself job. You can't give yourself job when you see your portfolio. It's not all the fonts that you should use on your portfolio. So again, you can use this Alice. Is a very good font to use. You can use Futura, whatever they call it. Again, this goes against everything that I've taught you in design. Like this goes against everything I've taught you in design. You need to bring this in. At least it mustn't pass this line. This is 47. Reduce it to probably 30. Then as you keep zooming it in, you can keep increasing it. Again, don't align. You say as a dedicated virtual assistant. Everybody use this as a dedicated virtual assistant. Don't repeat, don't become a cliche of what everybody's saying. Tell a story. This is about you. What should make somebody want to work with you? Let me see, work sample. Do you have like any education here? No. You have a lot of work to do on this portfolio, in all honesty. About me, I'm just going to bring it down here. And for this, we're just going to edit it. We're just going to edit it. But go and work on this your about me section. It's supposed to be, again, I see a lot of as a dedicated virtual assistant in capital letter. I specialize administrative in a capital letter. Go and change all of these things to small letter. What are you capitalizing in administrative assistance? What are you capitalizing in online research? What are you capitalizing? We have a lot of things on small letter, and we have a lot on capital, on beginning capital letter. What are you capitalizing? So again, work on it. There is nothing that you're capitalizing. You don't need any, you don't need it. They can see clearly whether you capitalize it or not. It doesn't matter. Email management, all of this capital letter in between your writing. Take it out if you have it on your own. The beginning of your word is okay already. And you said you have, as a dedicated virtual assistant, I specialize in administrative assistant, graphic design, calendar management, graphic design, and the ethics of graphics. You're not keeping them. Must be nice. With a background in project management, why not use your background in project management to tell a story that makes you an efficient virtual assistant? So, and content writing, I optimize business operation for seamless, provide reliable support. Let's connect to discuss how You need to go and work on this your about section, Ezekiel. It's not giving what you should give. It's not giving what you should give. So work on it. Go and work on it. Create time to think about the uniqueness you bring to a business owner and use it to work on your about say. But I've given you a template you can follow to do that. Now, services I offer, I don't know why the service is tiny and the services, and I don't understand your connection with this arrow on top and this arrow you're putting under. I don't understand. These services that you offer, I don't know why you wrote capital letter, mixture of all of them. And I don't know why you bolded it this so much. Even if they no see your intro, at least make they see your what you they do. All somebody's a lot. It's too much. Don't use your hand to chase people away from. Rather, the service that you offer should be more bold. Should be more bold. Then what you have under should be minimalistic, or whatsoever that they call it. And don't use this 1, 2, 3. It doesn't make your work. Rather use the bullet points kind of style. Again, I would say it's you're feeding people food. Your portfolio is like a food. There are people that your portfolio, if you see it as a recruiter, you will not employ yourself. That's just the truth. You will not employ yourself if you're a recruiter. You will not employ yourself. And whether we like it or not, little things matters a lot in all of these things. Little things matters a lot in all of these things. And I hope we are, again, you don't have consistency in the fonts that you're using. We use, what did we use here? We use Futra. Ensure that you're consistent. Ensure that you're consistent in your fonts. If you're focused on using 2 fonts, focus on using that 2 fonts. Focus on using 2 fonts. Don't use plenty fonts. So we're going to leave this at this. Work sample. Like I said again, I'm just going to, because of the way you took pictures of your work sample, you might want to, can create like a place again, like I told, call it work sample. So that anybody that is proceeding next, know they are proceeding to your work sample. So that they know that they are proceeding to your work samples. Again, we want to consistently use, So under here, just take out, you can put project management. What are the tools that you have used in project management? What are the tools? Have it under. Maybe project management using Trello. Have it. But a lot will be happening in this. So I'm going to duplicate this and maybe let this be for 2 or even for 3. You can do so that you can properly bold it out. You can properly bold it out. Let's get one more from here. And project management. Then do the same thing for here, rearrange here. Work sample, online research. I don't understand how this is online research. What online research did you do? What online research did you do? if the online research that you did is in a Google Doc, take screenshot and put it here. Then zoom it out. And you can talk about a little about the online research that you did. You can talk a little about it. Again, this work sample, this is calendar management. Bold it out a little so that people can see when they come to your handle. No need putting work sample. Now, I'm wondering why you put underline here when in the other ones, there is no underline. So be consistent in your design. Be consistent in your design. Be consistent in your design. It is very, very important because you don't already say you get graphic design skill. Now, person will get graphic design skill. Now, you know they're consistent in design. So practice more. Even if you say you have something and you need to keep building yourself, learn about the ethics of design. It is very important. So is this not looking better than what you have as if what you had here previously? So bolding it out. Work sample, again, take it out because we've already put work sample on top. Remove the underline. Get more graphic design and put it here. Maybe like 2 more. Or get more design and put it here. This is not the only design you can use to, and you say ready to stand out. I will drag this down a little. Drag this down. Worry no more. We have got you covered. Who is the we? Is the client working with we or you? Who is the we? Worry no more. I have got you covered. It's working with you. Unless maybe you have a business and this portfolio is for your business. Like maybe you have a brand and this portfolio is for your brand. And remember to put your Calendly link if you're doing this. If you have one, come put it here. And it looks much more better, and just improve all that I told you to improve. And you're good to go. And you talked about graphic design, content writing. Where is your content writing sample? I gave content writing assignments. Where is your social media management assignments? So go and work on them, put them in your portfolio. So next person before, I think we have, okay, we've done Ezekiel, we've done Alero, we've done Clement, we've done Mark. So Itunu is the next person. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Itunu, and I hope we are enjoying, I hope we are learning, and you're taking notes as you're learning to go and work on your own, to go and work on your own, Itunu, I feel like I've kind of worked on your portfolio before. So again, let me just have like a quick glance through. The beginning is okay, because I think I've worked on this before. About me, again, the inconsistent in fonts. The inconsistent in fonts. the inconsistent in fonts. I'm just going to use this futural. I'm going to increase this to like 22 and space it out. You will never go wrong if you learn how to write. It is very, very important. That basics of writing, giving space, you can never go wrong with it. Then we have services that you offer. Again, ensure that all of this thing stays in between, that it doesn't pass this. So ensure that all of these things stays in between this line. I already told us about it. You can see the line. You can see that your design, you can see that your design is not, all the designs is not in the line. Like you can see that all the design is not in the line. You can see it clearly. You can see it, that all the design is not inside that line. So work on putting it back in order. Now we have project management, and again, I would say probably do like 2 here. Now you can also do this work sample, like put a space, put work sample and progress into it. So again, I'm just going to duplicate this and remove this. Drag this out so that it is very bold. Same thing with this. Drag it out so that whoever is seeing your portfolio can easily see what you have there. I think we have removed 2 already from here. And again, I don't know which project management tool is this. So you can get one more picture from it. Or don't do too much, because I see a lot of project management on this your work. So let's drag this here and add it to it. Let's drag this here. Zoom out and zoom it in. Right, so I've done like 2. Work on the rest. Email management, ensure to drag it out a little. Just stay consistent to like this line. Drag it out. Same thing with this, experiments. Put the same thing. Put the same thing. Appointment setting. Appointment setting. These 3 can stay here, but zoom it out a little so that it is bold a little. Zoom it out a little. Zoom it out a little. And if there is no need for this particular up one, let it go. It's not everything that you need in your portfolio. It's not everything. Let it go. So that what you actually need can see space. This is one of the things you need on your portfolio. So work on looking at the other ones that is here. What happy client says, what my clients are saying. And when you get more, you add to it. Then contact details, you might replace this with like your picture, make it bold out a little. Then drag this up so that it's clear. Then thank you for glancing through. You can conclude here. There's no need to have multiple layer. Ctrl Z. You can conclude it here. Thank you. And this, please book a call with me. Put all of them under this your contact details. Put everything under this your contact details. There's no need for this part. There's no need for this part. Put it under here because you don't want your portfolio to also be time taking. Again, change the font. Ensure that your font is consistent. That's what I'm going to say. Ensure that your font is consistent. Ensure that, I don't know why you underlined all of this. This click here to book a call. I will make it red so that you're calling attention to it. So work on other things. You've seen the layouts that I left here. You can just use it to like work on this service area, project all of this, your project management. And I love that you really, these are all the assignments that I gave. And I love that email management, you did it. Appointment setting, you did it. Email management, you did it. Travel scheduling, content calendar. I love that you took your assignment serious. And look at how your portfolio, look at how rich your portfolio is looking. And other assignments like the content writing, the calendar. I think I also give assignments on like coming up with content ideas. Keep working to build your portfolio. I recently know you got a job. You have not shared the testimony. I'm waiting for you until when I come and bite your ear. But that's that on that. So, or this is just follow all of these layouts that I've left here for you. You can put my portfolio under this your name. You can put my portfolio under this your name and work on it. And I hope this is helpful. I hope this has been helpful. So I'm going to go to the next person. And the next person is this. Let me see who the next person is. Adejisola. All right. I hope we are still learning. I hope we are still learning. I hope you're learning something new from all of this review. It's not just to review. It's not just to review. Sorry, I'm checking something. I want you to have key takeaway from like this section that you join or whenever you join it. So Adejisola, I think I have also seen your CV or your portfolio before. And I'm just going to have a look. And I love that your designing skill has improved. This was my student that could not design before. I think this layout, like, I think we have worked on this in one of like the classes, right? Or let me have like an holistic view. This was what we did in class. Hello, I'm Adejisola. I'm a virtual assistant. And this, I don't like this font. It is always used. This Monstrat is good, but it's not in every situation. It's not in every situation. You want fonts that are like they are pronounced that whoever that is reading will not struggle to read what you're going through. They will not struggle to read what you're said. They will not struggle to read what you have. Now, looking at this portfolio the second time, I feel like Adejisola, we need to, looking at it the second time, my service, I don't know why you underlined this, or let this be in the middle. My service cannot be, then you can bring it in the middle here. Does it follow? Again, you need to ensure that this particular line, that whatsoever that you're putting there is within that line. So let's put this here. My skills and expertise, you need to bring it in the middle. Again, this is 7. Okay, let's make this a 70. Let's make this a 70. Let's make this a 70 so that it is consistent. And that way it can stay on what we want. So about me, again, cover up all of this gap after you have if you have designed something, cover up all of this gap. You don't need this virtual assistant, but you've already said I'm a virtual assistant. You don't need to repeat it twice. As a virtual assistant with legal background, I'm passionate about employing my expertise to deliver. My goal is to be a trusted. Also, I love that you're using your expertise to talk about that. Then your skills, research, administrative office. Then this is your skill. It is very important that you put in what are the skills you have as a lawyer. Now, your goal as a virtual assistant, who would you be sending this portfolio to? If it's for general, administrative, whoever is fine. But if the goal of this portfolio is to also send it to people who might need law VAs, then you need to include some legal terms or legal skills under your skills, and because you called it skills and expertise. You called it skills and expertise, so you need to include that. You need to include that under your skills and expertise. Now, services, you do email, research, transcription. There is nothing on legal that you do here unless you have 2 portfolios. Adejisola, are you here? Unless if this portfolio is also targeted to supporting people who are in legal field, then you need to put legal things under this, your services that you offer. The only services that you offer is not just research, transcription. What are some legal services that you offer? Now use this. You will notice what I'm doing here, that there is no need. Customer support can be together. Graphic design can be together. There is no need separating things that you know can stay together. There is no need. It doesn't make you see the way I'm aligning all of this design that you have done. Proofreading, editing might not be able to stay together on the same line. So ensure that when you're spacing, you're using 1. Don't use 1.5. You're using 1 so that what you're writing together can stay together. So this email management, under spacing, put it as 1, not 1.5. Your spacing should be 1. Your spacing should be 1. Travel arrangements, again, I would allow you to do the travel arrangements. So my services. Now, put all of this, your services, under 1. It is too much. It's too much to put. It's too much to have 2 space for your services. Put all of them under 1. Even if it means reducing this, my service here, bring it up, drag this, just ensure that all of this, your service, is under 1 place. For this particular one, you can close it down a little. So come here, rework on all of these things and ensure that all of your service is in 1 place. Now, under work experience, the best way is go and look for the logo of all of this company. Put their logo. So this your work experience. You can do it like duplicate it. Duplicate. let's take, for instance, you want to talk about, let's delete this. Let's delete this. Now, let's group this together. Let's lock it, sorry. For things like this, just so that they are not moving around, always lock it. So let's group it together. Group. Now, look for the logo of this particular company and put it here. This work experience, again, there's no need putting it on two separate lines. Rule it out. Make it, I think we did, what number did we do here? We did my service, we did my service as what number? We did 70. Same thing, 70, so that it is consistent. Now it's on top of this place. Look for the logo of this company that you worked with. Drag it out a little. Although this is not properly aligned on group. Then worked as, again, use that no spacing. Don't put a lot of unnecessary spacing in between. Don't put a lot of unnecessary spacing. Go and look for the logo of this company. Put it here. Same thing. Remove this particular one. Group them together. Group and delete. So do 2 on each. Like group again. Group it. This particular, okay, we ungrouped. Group. When you're done with things like this, group it together. So that even when you're dragging, you can just drag all together. So group it together. Group it together. Then look for the logos of each of these companies and put it in front of there. Do the same thing for here. Under work sample, we have editing and proofreading. The issue I have with this CV is you're separating a lot of things. Like, why are you removing proofreading? You're putting editing under, proofreading on top. I don't understand. Why all the separation of things that is supposed to be together? Why project on top, management under? Like, put it together, put it together. You're consuming a lot of space and you're making your portfolio not look as organized. Remove serere, like remove unnecessities. Let your portfolio be simple and straight to the point. Don't make it unnecessarily. In making it too much fanciful, it becomes, a lot begins to happen on your portfolio. A lot begins to happen. So the beginning is awesome. The about me is okay. Keep that simplicity going. Skill and experience, there's no need putting skill and experience, separating it under. It is 70. Drag it. Once you allow a lot of things to be happening, it will start eating up a lot of space. And you want whoever that is coming to your portfolio to see it and pick out immediately what you can. If they don't have a logo, then you can leave it. If none of them have a logo, then you can just simply do 2 on each. Like, you can just simply do 2 on each, so that it's not jam-packed. You can just simply do 2 on each. So on Ctrl-Z, ungroup this and move all of this to the side. Like, drag it to this edge. Drag it so that you can close up all of the unnecessary space. so that you can close up all of the unnecessary space, group it again, and drag it out so that they are all on the same. So do the same thing for this other two. Then again, put all of these things under the same line. Like put this editing and proofreading, put it under the same line. Work sample, bring it down to 70 because that is what we are using to do our caption, like our this thing. Under this mouse rat, we are using foot rats. So all of those you write up, this can be mouse rats, use 2. Your write-ups, like those on top, can be mouse rats. Then you can use this futurat for your writing so that it's, again, cover up all of the unnecessary spacings. Come under spacing, bring it down to 1. Bring it down to 1. Same thing, do the same thing here. Project management together, work sample, Canva design together. Reduce this number on top. Calendar management together. Email management together. This goes beyond the size. Ensure you're designing. So ensure that all of these follow the same pattern. It doesn't pass that line by the side. It doesn't pass the line by the side. So same thing, work on this particular one. Same thing, data entry, same thing. Then reviews and recommendation. Again, there's no need separating it. So let's reduce this to now. If you notice from every okay, aside from, ensure that you bring down this work sample, like work sample, this work, okay, work experience, where I already gave you the format here. Service, we already have a format here. So you notice that you have lines under each of them to ensure that you stay. Again, left for me, I will take out all of those lines because there's already a lot of lines in this design. So don't make it more complicated than it is already. Don't make it more complicated than it is already. Take out these lines here are okay, but those underline on top, you might want to take them out. Then you might want to take them out. Recommendations, this is okay. I believe that my most recent sales letter was a masterpiece, a work of perfection. I have a professional I knew, so I have it double checked, and her editing and proofreading skills are excellent and okay, awesome. Okay. Reviews and recommendation, awesome. Edit this to like reflect, then reviews and recommendation. If you can have this review and recommendation, if you can have it on, if you can have, okay, we have to, so you can make it 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, instead of having just 1 here. Then certificate, 8 weeks. So for this, I would say, see if you can get a picture of all of these certificates and have it little attached under your certification. See if you can have it little attached under your certification. Do you understand what I mean? So it mustn't be as bold out as this, but see if you can just get like small of each of them. Small. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can do 3 on top, 4 under, or you can do 3 here, like 3 here, then do 4 here. on that particular one. So where is your Calendly link? Thank you for viewing my portfolio. Schedule a time with me here. All right. So this is still very much okay. And so just work on all of these little parts that I told you to work on and coach their blur. What is blur? Juliet, that might be from your phone. Is my screen blur? Can we see my screen, what we are doing? Can we see what we are doing? So work on this, Adejisola, but I'm glad that you took like all of your trainings, you're experimenting it and you're using it to build your portfolio. Like the fact that you did your assignments and you use it to build your portfolio is very commendable. And again, somebody will not say you don't have experience, because here it is. Which other experience are you? Did anybody help you to do this? So here is your experience, and I'm just going to do one more. And I think Adejisola is number 6. And I'm just going to go ahead to do, okay, we literally have 7. So awesome. So Mercy will be the last person. And I'm happy I was able to go through. I'm able to go through. So I'm just going to do Mercy. And no, you mustn't attach certification. I honestly will not put certification. If you don't want to put certification, that certification is, if you like Adejisola's CV, is portfolio is already a lot. I honestly will not put certification, but if she wants to put certification, if you want to put certification, you can. But if not, I will say, take away the certification space. Anybody that sees your portfolio should already know that you have experience. Like, it is very clear that you have experience, right? So this is Mercy's portfolio. And Mercy, are you here? You don't have Mercy on top this portfolio, walai. Mercy, are you here? You do not have Mercy at all on top of this portfolio. Mercy, are you married? Is it Merit or Mercy? Mercy, are you married? Because I see yes, Merit virtual assistant. Are you Mercy? Okay, elevate with. Okay, elevate with. Okay, Mercy is here. I can see her picture already. Okay, I'm here. So Mercy, I'm saying you did not have Mercy on top this portfolio at all. What's up all this design in your intro? What's up all of this? And the good thing is that your portfolio is not editable. Your portfolio is not editable. Make changes. So why can't I make changes? Law cannot be edited. I'm trying to remove some things here. Okay, unlock page. All right, I think I've unlocked the page. Sorry. What's up all of this administrative? Don't put a name to your portfolio outside your name. Don't put a name to it. Portfolio is okay, because you can have the skill that a client need and it's not administrative tasks that they need you for. So don't put a name to it. So let's start. Let's start with trying to look for the best place to put this. I'm trying to look for the best place to position unlock. And I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do this. Again, too much of everything is what? So we can have portfolio. We can have portfolio here. We can drag this down a little. And we have portfolio and we have messy. Simple and clean. Simple and clean. There's no need putting about me. Again, you've already told. It be like say you they use your portfolio, they learn how to design messy. You're using it to experiment your designing skill. About me. Drag. Hello. So this is okay. This is okay, but just let's ensure that it doesn't pass this line on top. I'm an assistant with over 5 years of experience working for suite executive owners in the administrative workspace. I've been able to deliver valuable support. So this is okay. My services, contact me. Now, Mercy, I want to ask, and you can tell me, why do we have inconsistent of? So here we have color blue. We have black. What is this blue doing here? What is this blue design doing in the middle here? Because I see white, I see black. You're not consistent with your colors at all. So decide what color you want to use. If you want to use a black font, let everything be black. If you want to use black, let everything be black. Let everything be black. If you want to do black, let everything be black. Let everything be black if you want to do black. So we have twos in. Now under this again, I don't know. There's a lot happening on this your portfolio. So before I start editing, like I don't even know where to start editing from. There's a lot you need to let go so that the portfolio can breathe. So what I'm going to say is work on this portfolio and I will review it with everything that we talked about today. You know where to start. Like there's a lot. You packed a lot of things together. Remove this. Ensure you stick to two. Ensure you stick to two. You stick to this line in between. You stick to two. You stick to this line. You stick to two. Like duplicate this. So that we have video conferencing channel. Video conferencing channel is a tool. It has nothing to be doing on your portfolio. It's not an experience. You can put that you know how to use Slack as an experience. You know how to use Zoom. Don't use it to take up space on your portfolio. We have file arrangement and documentation. We have travel booking. Mercy, take everything that we have learned today. We work on this portfolio. The beginning is okay now. The about section is okay. The service, change the color. The tools, change this color of this background too. This project management, ensure that we have like two on each. Remove these work samples that you have here. Remove these work samples that you have here. Remove these work samples that you have here. Duplicate. If you want to do two, take out one. File management and documentation, 2 is already okay to show that you have that capability. Travel booking, same thing. Let it be. If you want to do this straight one, awesome. If you want it to be in square, ensure that you're doing both squares all throughout. Same thing, internet research and data entry. If you want to do 2, awesome. If you want to do 3, ensure that you move this one and get one more to add to it. Take away all of these work samples. You can come here at the beginning, after services, after tools you're proficient in. I already said, don't put tools in your portfolio. Why? You're shooting yourself. You might have capacity in other tools that you have not listed. So instead, turn this place and put a text here and call it work samples, and take out, so that anybody, when you put work sample here, anybody that is coming will know that what they are seeing is work samples. They will know that. Now you have a black background and you did calendar management in black. I don't know what you're thinking of. You have a black background and the screenshot you have is in black. I don't know where you learned that color theory from. So ensure that you're using basics of color theory. Then we have testimonial. I don't know why we have this Ctrl Z. We work on this. This final page is okay, but the body of your work needs work, so that anybody that is going through your portfolio can easily flow and have that experience you want them to have. So rework on this. I would have a look at it again, maybe in our next portfolio review and all of that. And just spend some time working on this, your portfolio. Like take out all of this. If you don't want to use black, but since you want to maintain black, ensure that it is consistent across. Ensure that it is consistent across. So, and I think that's that on. Rework on it, send it much more in our next portfolio review, and I would have a look at it. And I think we're able to look at the 7 persons who submitted, and I hope you were able to like get 1 or 2 from what I shared, and you can go and implement that on your, implement that on your CV. Sorry, you can go and implement that on your portfolio. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was insightful for those that joined, and keep being a work in progress, right? Keep working on yourself, keep working on your portfolio. You can always come back to rewatch all of this and use it in your portfolio. All right, friends. You guys should take care, and I would see you. Cohort 5, I will see you in class on Monday. And those in the main group, I would see you guys later. Take care.